In a previous video, I have shown how to set up vertical format YouTube Shorts editing in Kdenlive. Continuing from that, in this video, I will show how to edit vertical YouTube Shorts for programming videos. So what I have found is that an outline format and a close-up format, basically two videos merged into one, produces a format that can be usable. So what I have done is set up outline above and close up for zoom shots in the bottom section. I have cloned the same video twice, up and down. And for that I have used the transform effect. So I have transformed the videos to fit the size of the YouTube Shorts format. And in the bottom section, I have manually with mouse and the buttons that can position left, right, and center to position that in the format. What I have done next is I have animated which section it needs to go or which section it needs to focus. So I have to ensure that automatic keyframing is turned off. Then I set keyframes where the transition need to start from. So here are the buttons that can actually be very useful without manually defining the positions. So it can go to center, left, and right. I want to only transition in the x-axis, so I'll only use the x-axis. The next concept I want to mention is keyframing. The method I have used is to keep track of the previous keyframe for setting the next keyframe. If I want to transition to take place, to focus on something that is taking place in the video, I will set the keyframe there, and with mouse click or setting x-axis position, I can bring it into focus. If I don't want a long smooth transition to take place, I set a key point in the middle of the previous keyframe and the next keyframe I am placing. The goal is to have the middle keyframe and the previous keyframe show the same thing in the video, but the middle keyframe is more forward in the time or timeline. In this, I'm ensuring that the transition that takes place is an instant one, so that there will be no time wasted. After placing the keyframes, I always go back and see how the transitions look. It is not that important, as it can be done in the curve editor later. If the position is not correct, it is possible to click and drag the position after clicking on the keyframe point on timeline or the curve editor. This section is for the curve editor. Here, the keyframes can be adjusted by clicking and dragging the points to desired locations if they are not set correctly. There is another purpose, and that is the video transition animation will take place. Will it be smooth? Will it be instant? Or something in between the transitions? If the curve between 2 points is vertical, then the transition is instant. If it is sloped, then based on the sloped amount, it will decide how fast or slow the transition between the two keyframes take place. For most of my video editing, in the beginning, I have used an almost instant transitions for the effects, and towards the end, I have used the effect for smooth transition. Hopefully my voiceover helped with some understanding. Otherwise, it can be clear just by following the video. For rest of the video, I'll stop talking. Please consider supporting this channel if you like this.